In Canada, unions play a key role in protecting workers' rights, but they also have a responsibility. Under the duty of fair representation, unions must act fairly when representing their members. This principle is embedded in the Ontario Labour Relations Act and similar legislation across Canada. It requires unions to represent their members fairly and without discrimination. Many workers believe the duty of fair representation guarantees them great representation, especially in collective bargaining. But the reality is more complex. In practice, it only covers a limited scope, mostly focused on grievances, when workers feel their collective agreement rights have been violated. However, the law only requires unions to consider grievances, not necessarily act on them. It's up to the union whether or not to take a grievance to arbitration. Despite what many believe, union members don't always have a say in the grievance process. The union has the final say on whether grievances are pursued, and members only have the right to honest consideration. To avoid a claim of bad faith, unions follow processes that help show they've considered the grievance. But this doesn't always result in the best outcome for workers. Members who believe they've been treated unfairly can file a complaint, but the chances of success are slim. An inside source at the Ontario Labour Relations Board estimates that the success rate for union members with DFR complaints is just 3 to 5%. It isn't much better in other Canadian jurisdictions. Even if a union is found to have acted improperly, the consequences are limited. Members may only be granted the right to have their grievance filed. No penalties for the union. So what should you do if you feel your union isn't representing you fairly? Join us in part 2 to learn how to make the system work for you.